Ange, how's it going?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm kind of excited to get it rolling. How about you?
Oh, I am too. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Yes, that's what I was hoping. I actually
I'm
thought
picking up what you're throwing down.
with this episode today, because you had a good idea. I wasn't even thinking about discussing New Year's resolutions, but then when I started digging, it went another direction. Of course, I found too many facts, so I'm gonna. But I thought today I should look smart, so I've got
Uh-oh.
my
Oh, wait.
my my glasses on.
Did I look smart too?
Ooh, they're almost the
How's
same.
that?
These are the
How's
ones
that?
I think I told you the last time. See, you look more MOD. You look more mod, more happening. I look like I look like an idiot, like a nerd. But I do have
There
my
you
new
go.
my Shane Smith shirt on. How do you like
All
it?
right. Man, he was so awesome. I'm glad you
Uh,
told me about him.
I'm telling you, I've seen him live twice. But and it was almost it's definitely different here in Texas because like I say, he's
Oh,
from
yeah.
Austin and the love was just going. But I saw him up in Chicago two years ago now. A friend of mine said, "Hey, I'll give you a VIP ticket if you can get up here." I'm like, "Yeah, let me."
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, great shows, great performance, great songs.
He was
Just love the
awesome.
guy.
I got to see Morgan Wade Saturday night at Floyd. It was her last show of the year, and she's from Floyd. And that was pretty
Oh,
freaking awesome. You'll
that's
have to
nice.
look her up.
I loved Floyd. I did.
Yeah,
I
Morgan
went
Wade's pretty
often
hot.
to the Floyd radio show. I don't know if they do it anymore, but
Think
um
it is like Saturdays at 2 or something, or
no, it's Friday
Sundays.
nights, I think.
Oh no, Friday night's the Jamboree. Yeah.
But these are also the glasses I wore because the audience doesn't know. I used to live by you in the same town as you. But I
Yep.
wore these to the Kroger and the lady came up, she's like, either those are the thinnest prescriptions I've ever seen or you ain't, and then she just walked away. Because I didn't tell her, like, there's no prescription, don't worry about it. But
But they make you look so sophisticated.
I know, I think so too. I got it from my son when I have to move down to Tennessee a long time ago. I said, "Can I have these?" She's like, "Hell, I don't care."
Oh well. Oh
But resolutions, because I don't know about you, because I mean, when I was a kid, did you guys do them when you were kids?
no. Never. I guess I was probably, I don't know. I was widowed and without a husband by the time I started making resolutions because I didn't never even thought of it.
Yeah, it was news to me because I remember because this is my green cheese story that because my family, I'll give them credit when I was young and the family was together and was a unit. It was a pretty fun family. A
Hmm.
lot, way too many people in one house, but a fun family. But I remember on New Year's Eve, because I must have been 6 years old, maybe seven, so that was like 1969 we're talking about here.
Hmm.
My we were being real secret about it. My two sisters had a pen and paper, and they were going on the steps to the upstairs bedrooms, and you had to come in, shut the door behind you, and secretly tell them what your resolution was. So I was like,
Huh.
I'm all about it. I'll get in there. And they're like, well, Tim, what's your resolution? Because that's what they called me back then. I said, I don't know what a resolution is. And she said, and, she, and my older sister Karen said, it's just something crazy. Like, you don't have to be too serious. Like you don't want to eat green cheese on the moon. I'm like, perfect. That's that's what that's my resolution for next year. I
No
promise not to
green
eat green.
cheese.
Yeah, on the
Well,
moon.
and you have kept that.
I know. See, back then though,
Probably the only person in America that's kept a resolution that long.
oh wow, that's a very good point. Thanks for bringing that
Hmm.
up.
Yeah.
I'm a very resolute individual
Yes, you are.
because it got me thinking. Like I could see resolutions being something like if you had to guess. I mean, if you didn't look at the notes, when do you think they started the resolution thing?
That I don't know. I would say 60s or 70s.
Yeah,
I
see,
don't
I was
know.
thinking like the 1920s, like it was like some
Oh,
like I see it, like the flapper ladies going, let's do something
yeah.
kooky and like that. It was
I was
ancient
thinking in the hippie age.
Babylonia. It was 2000
What
years
should we
ago.
not do?
Yeah, that too. 2000 years ago, the ancient Babylonians
Wow.
had the first resolution.
Huh. Interesting.
But I also thought it was interesting because they started in mid-March, which is the crop planting season, which I thought was a great time to start a new year. So
Right.
so that just got me thinking, their resolutions weren't self-improvement. They were like, don't piss off the gods. That's what
Right.
that's what theirs were. But they
Hmm.
had then like it
2000
took the
years.
well then the ancient Romans. See, this is crazy. We're even talking about resolutions being like this old, but Julius Caesar is the one who changed it to January 1st.
Huh.
I
What?
know.
Well, I
That's what I
wish
was doing
Julius
too.
Caesar had put Christmas on a Sunday, like Thanksgiving on a Thursday. I wish somebody
I
had just thought
no, that's
every
such a
last Sunday.
that's that's such a damn good idea. It really is.
Sure is confusing in the middle of the week. You get 2 days off and you go back to work on Friday.
Oh man, I wish I could relate. I'm
Uh-uh.
sorry.
Woohoo.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring it. But then but we're kind of right because it changed into like the stuff we know
Mhm.
1700 years later, 1800 years later, the Christians changed it
Oh,
toward they shifted towards self-examination. Like we need any of that, right?
phew. I'm
Yeah.
skipping all self-examination next year. How's that for a resolution?
Oh, you wait, buddy. I've got your resolution for you. It's at the end of this episode. One for you and one for me.
Oh,
But
yay.
but that wasn't for like weight loss or gym. It was like spiritual vows. So
Oh,
okay,
okay.
we'll let, yeah. See, we'll let them off the hook. You're doing the same thing I was. I was like, well,
Uh,
I get it. We'll let you have it. But but then like they're calling the modern era of the 1800s to today, it turned into like they called it the secular fix yourself trend. Secular means
huh,
like no longer religious. It's just like
right.
people. It's like by the 19th century, like the 1800s, newspapers were already joking about how about people breaking resolutions.
Uh-huh.
So they were.
Hmm.
Can you imagine? Like, let's just say the 1800s, Civil War, Texas becoming its own country in the 1830s. You got all this stuff going on, and where the hell did resolution? It's got to be in New York, right?
It would have to be somewhere, not in the, I mean, I can't even imagine anybody would want to think of a resolution during those times.
Yeah,
I
can you imagine?
resolved not to wear the rebel
Yeah,
flag
exactly.
anymore. I mean, what do you do?
I resolved to try to stay alive because I'm
Yeah.
out here. I'm out here in the frontier trying not to get killed by Indians. So somebody they did. I should have looked further because they shifted away from religious and was non-religious. So it came to like turned into self-pep talks they called it, and that sounds
Huh.
like the 1920s, doesn't it? Pep
Yeah,
talks.
that's more current. I can see that, but I don't know now. Do people even keep them? I mean, seriously, other than you not eating
Oh,
cheese
I have on the moon. I ate a lot of
on the
cheese.
moon?
Trust me, I do love me
I
cheese.
mean, on the moon, yes, it's got to be green cheese on the moon.
In fact, I just got part of what I was doing today. I made a cheese blend for my Mornay sauce for tomorrow. Huh?
Oh my
How about them?
goodness. Look at
No.
you.
And I learned about anyway, we'll talk about that, but
Yeah.
I learned that in Pittsburgh, so don't it's not too fancy schmancy.
Oh, okay.
But in the 20s, like, I'll break like I didn't want to go any further back, like we already went 2100 years back. So
Right.
and we talked about the 1920s. I mean, so we'll go like a few eras and talk about how they changed from era to era. So the 20s to the 40s, the Depression just got over. World War One, we're heading into World War Two. So their whole vibe was morality plus survival. See,
Hmm.
it makes sense.
Yeah,
You
makes
know,
sense.
that the Great Depression couldn't have been anything fun. So
No.
so back then, like in the 20s to 40s, it was more about being a better person and saving money. And
Hmm.
quit that drinking and gambling there, buddy. Quit that drinking and gambling. That's
Yeah. Quit
when
smuggling
was
alcohol.
Prohibition was like right in that time frame, right?
Hmm.
In the 30s,
Yeah.
20s and 30s.
20s and 30s.
I just saw somebody was celebrating, believe it or not, on my one true source of information, Instagram, celebrating the end of prohibition. They're like,
Yeah,
why are we celebrating?
we went to Twisted Liquid and they had prohibition style drinks for the end of
Ooh,
prohibition. Yeah.
ooh, I bet that was hitting home. I bet.
Yeah, they had like old fashions and um I
Oh,
yeah. So they had specialty drinks. I actually went off the menu and got a drink from their holiday collection called Pretty Chai for a white guy.
well, you
It
dork.
was really good.
You dork. See, I'm glad you mentioned that because at some point I thought we were going to talk about alcohol, and I wanted to mention that I do have one resolution for today, because I'm still going through the last of my Advent calendar, my whiskey Advent calendar.
Oh yeah, you've got 3 days left.
So I
2, sorry.
resolved to drink some 21-year-old scotch tonight. How nice is that?
Ooh,
Bowmar Distillery, 21 years old, and
wow.
at about coming in at a crisp 113 proof. So
Phew.
I'll be sitting in that chair and not doing anything else. But in the 50s and 60s, it's that's when they started doing the whole lose weight thing started. I don't know why. I can't tie it into like, to Fonzie and Richie and the gang needing to lose weight. I don't get in the 50s and 60s. I sure didn't. Well, I wasn't eating any cheese, so I was probably losing weight. But stop smoking still is still
Yeah.
trying to come along. Stop smoking for the first time, I guess, is mentioned. And pick up new hobbies. Self-improvement.
Hmm.
Stuff. I don't know what the hobbies would have been.
Bowling, skating.
Maybe I was
Yeah.
bowling
Yeah. I
or
don't
or
know. But
dancing.
yeah, I can see
Maybe
where the lose weight and everything, because that was really when women started coming to the forefront with fashion and out of the working
ooh,
outside the home. So I think that it was probably, a big focus for them because,
I'll
spend
buy
so much
that.
time at home, then all of a sudden you're out in the public eye. So I feel like that would be part of the reason. Lose
Yeah, yeah,
weight,
and
feel
that
great.
well, lose weight, feel great kind of pushes into the 70s and 80s when
Hmm.
and right when I say that, I see Olivia dancing in her leg warmers, and it's
God,
just
I loved
getting
her.
I did too. I mean, what was the 50s movie she did with John Travolta?
Grease.
Was it Grease?
Yeah, Grease.
What a great movie. I lost
It
a
was
$5 bet on that, but still.
it was a
And
great movie.
Pinky, if you're listening,
Pinky Pescadera.
yeah, well, Pinky, I bet Pinky, my friend, $5. He's like, well, I bet you don't remember what the last song in the movie was. Yeah, it's when they were driving away in the car, and it was like, we go together and all that stuff.
Like birds of
And
a
he's like,
feather,
he's
shambling
like,
along. That
but
one.
there's another one after that. I don't know, but I still don't remember. But it cost me $5. But
Ah,
still,
I'll
with the
have to look it up.
quit smoking
Yeah.
and eat healthier, getting fit. This is when they started getting ignorant about. They mentioned specifically the fitness boom,
Hmm.
which I kind of, for me, if it was less, that was less the fitness boom and more the Wall Street boom. You remember that?
No, I was worried about the fitness boom because, I was always in great shape, so I never had to worry about losing weight, but I really wanted to stay fit, healthy and active. But
Good.
boy, I tell you, it changed in the 2000s. Then it became about weight. I was like, oh,
I wonder why.
because getting older is tough. It's tough,
Oh,
man.
amen. I was going to say preach, but that reminds me of when I used to go to a Baptist church when I lived in Illinois just for a little while. And yes, it was because of a
Yeah,
girl, um,
a little bit.
but
Yeah.
then, but then the 90s and 2000s, like you say, we're both getting older. I was way married. In fact, the 90s and 2000s are when, well, let's just say I was married. And by the time I got out of the
Same
2000s, I
here.
was not.
Right.
But career growth, that's what we're probably talking about the Wall Street. Make more money. And for the first
Make
time,
more
they're
money,
talking.
be debt free, own your own house, pay off your car. That was really more important, in that era for
It
me.
was. It was a hustle. It was like do what you can, get the money to
Hmm.
come in. Um, but also for the first time they mentioned, well, it was a productivity culture.
Hmm.
But then they've gotten into the 2010s. For some reason well, but now they're talking about, the technology, reduce your damn phone time.
Yeah.
Um, and now we're getting more into like improve mental health and
Yeah. I
deep.
think there's been a huge shift for mental health to be a focus for your resolution and self care. I mean, I can see that in the past 5 years, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. And protecting mental health, protecting your space, and kind
Hmm.
of like people pushing back on why we working 8-hour days, 5 days a week, that kind of thing.
I wish I was just working 8 hour days.
Yeah, I
Oh,
remember I did
12 and 13-hour days. You
an
remember
early
those?
episode on that with my friend Nia from New York, and we were talking. She said something about because I was in management just like you. It's like you don't know what a 10-hour day. I almost said
Mhm.
12. You don't know what a 10-hour day is.
Exactly.
But yeah, yeah. I mean, but now when we're getting into the 2020s, it's like you say, protect mental health,
Hmm.
simplify your life, set boundaries. If you work in the tech industry, it wasn't set boundaries. It was set up guardrails. Oh, I do love
Oh,
a corporate
guardrails.
buzzword. Yeah.
Really, guardrails. Yeah. But,
But saving money, I mean,
you've got to
'cause
think
well,
about it. At our age, I'm thinking a little bit more about boundaries. And normally I'm not one to make resolutions. I mean, we started the gym 2 years ago, Paige and Carol and I, and we went like 2 months and we had to pay for the whole year and we all bailed
ooh,
and it sucked. because we were locked in for a year, but that was, we were going to get fit and get healthy. And I was like, I'm not doing that again. So
That's the
last year, I
thing.
don't think I made any resolutions other than to pay down debt. That was it. And
Well,
I wrote in my planner, pay down debt. And
good
that
for you.
was, yeah, that was the only thing. I was like, this whole working out and losing weight didn't work. I'm going to take it off the list,
You're
but I'm
you're
happy. So,
we're talking. You're leading into the not only your resolution. You're getting closer. You almost got it right there. But
oh,
uh, but uh, but also a couple of points about how people tend to like make fitness
mhm.
efforts in January timeframe. But so we go. So that's the past. We went all the way to Babylon. We went through the history of like the changing from year to year, decade to decade. So I was wondering, what are we looking like? What would you think are some resolutions for like this year and next year? I've got two, four, six areas that they were talking about.
I would say, well, I would definitely say the reduced technology, which you mentioned, but I would say more time with family, um, maybe better
Maybe.
financial planning,
Hold on. You got two.
maybe.
Nope. You got two. You got the better time,
Okay.
more strengthen real
Um,
relationships. That's one.
oh, okay. More,
That's kind of spend time with
probably
family.
better savings, like start
Spend
a
less,
savings,
spend less, save more.
spend less, save more. Yeah.
You're going. You're
Oh, let's
going.
see here. I would, I'm sure that weight loss is still in there, or
Yep.
maybe,
It's
maybe
still, it's
joining
still,
us. Yeah, I'm sure it's still there. Maybe
you
joining a
got,
social group, maybe find a new hobby,
you got
start
four out of
something
six
different.
so far. Because I'll
Okay.
give you the other two. You have
Okay.
cut social media is one of them.
Right.
And I'm fine with that. But
Yeah.
then we touch base on reduce stress and sleep better.
Yeah.
Boy,
A lot of people don't sleep good anymore. I
I
sleep like a
haven't
rock for about
I
5
haven't in
hours.
about 2.5 years. I got to the point where my doctor recently recommended a sleep lab for me. They want me to go to a lab and study what the hell
Oh
I'm doing.
man.
It's
Uh,
not that bad, doc. But because like just like generally, like the shifts that we've seen over the last 100 years are from morality, like we talked about,
uh-huh.
and self-improvement, from thrift to appearance,
Hmm.
from fitness to productivity, from productivity into mental health. And the latest one is today's trend is simplifying things. Doing more is now doing less.
It's almost like it's coming full circle. Let's get back
It does.
to
Yeah.
worrying about just get back to worrying about the basics, which is what it started out being. Let's worry about the basics.
I
And
like that.
I
That's
think
it's
that's
a good point.
easier to handle.
Well, it's because I'm looking at that, and I thought today's potential resolutions are like it just feels like because we're both old school as far
Uh-huh.
it's like work's got to get done. Nobody else going to do it. I'm going to do it. Let's get after it. But these seem kind of sissy pants to me. They seem a little comparatively kind of weak. But they make the point when I looked it up. There was I can't remember what article it was from that said the modern goals leaning towards stress and setting boundaries and cutting noise sound gentler than like quit smoking or save the family farm, but we don't frame things in the same way anymore. And you and I
Mhm.
have talked about that before. We frame them as self-care, and the packaging looks softer, but the effort isn't. So, okay, I'll get
And
that.
honestly, giving up social media is probably a really hard one for a lot of people. I have cut back my screen time. I love Facebook, but I don't really do anything else. But if you take it away from some folks, I mean, it would probably be harder than giving up smoking.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. It was easy for me to give up Facebook from personal. I mean, I haven't touched that for like 5 years. I
Right,
do put Mitch. Mitch is on Facebook. That's fine. Y'all can
right.
follow him. Uh, he's on Instagram, that kind of thing. I do like the way I've always said it, because when my kids, one traveled with the military around the world and my other son went to the West Coast, it was easier to keep up via Facebook Messenger
Yeah,
with them. So
Messenger works
very,
great.
yeah, very satisfied with that.
Yeah, the same. And I get lots and lots of messages. That's fine. It's easier for me to read and respond, especially than answering a phone call when you're in the middle of work. You can just kind of talk into the messenger and it goes to, oh, I like that better. It's kind of
I
like
know a
old
lot of
fashioned
people.
voicemail.
I like how, oh God, can you imagine getting a letter? Oh my God, that would be so
Oh,
crazy. That would be like who got
well,
murdered? Like, I don't know.
one of us still sends letters and close to 100 Christmas cards.
What
I just love it. I love letters
I
and
remember
cards and
like
birthday
it was
cards.
always I remember our friend Margie Rice was always we would get Margie's Christmas card like the 1st of December every year. and just like somebody else I know. But
Yeah, sorry.
no, no, I love that stuff. It's like, but you know how they talk about how creepy it is, and we're getting off on a tangent. Like somebody, he actually used his phone to call a girl, like, and she was like, "Whoa, whoa, what,
Yeah. Why are
what the
you
hell's
calling?
this?" Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you wonder, like, if this? I mean, I'll give you a quick quiz because these are the things I was thinking about too.
Yeah.
Is this just an American thing? Do we just only is only America doing this resolution garbage?
I would bet that we probably are. I bet it's probably just us.
I've got 5 examples of other countries that do it.
Okay. Huh.
But their own versions. Like in Japan, it's called Oshogatsu. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but
Right.
clean slate rituals and personal vows. In China, of course, you've heard does the Lunar New Year, where they focus on
Right.
renewal, paying off debts, Scotland has.
Huh.
I say it like that because I'm getting
You've been
closer and
there.
closer to my lineage. Uh, Hogmanay traditions tied to clearing the old year out. It's really just like purging it and let's just like start new. Latin America, this one I don't quite understand. Uh, they eat 12 grapes at midnight and burn and burn the old year in effigy. So it's like intentions for the new year. I don't know why 12 grapes.
So
So if
I can
anybody
set my
does,
calendar on fire and drink wine and it's the same.
there you let's cut to the chase. Give me a glass of wine and burn. But the Nordic countries like Switzerland, Denmark, and that type of thing, and I've been to Norway too. Beautiful. But
Ooh.
yeah, that's worth an ooh. And ooh is also what you say when you get the bill for dinner. Ooh, wow. Oh, wow. But Nordic countries, they reflect on do just personal reflection and behavior resets around the new year. So I guess there's no formal, but
Right.
the one thing that is American is we turn it into a big public deal. That's
Yeah. Huge party, huge everything.
self-improvement lists, gyms, budgets,
Mhm.
diets, apps, new year, new me, that kind of horse. Well, I was gonna say
Do
horse
you
shit, but I don't
open
want to
do you open
swear.
your windows on New Year's in your house?
I do anytime it's warm enough. Yeah. Why? Is that a thing?
I don't know where I heard it or why, but opening your windows and let the old year out and then close them.
Hmm.
I was like, I don't know
I
where I
like
heard it,
it.
but I do it.
I may start doing it now.
Yeah.
You know what they did
Open the
when I
windows.
lived in Pittsburgh, and maybe you understand because you're like mid-Atlantic and they're like east, but why do they eat sauerkraut and pork ribs for like a New Year's?
And
It's
black eyed
huge.
peas, I have no clue. Gotta have black eyed peas and cornbread. And I mean, there's a certain meal, and people down here fix it. Have never.
Yeah,
I have
I don't
never
know why
fixed the black eyed
I
peas.
had
No.
it on my grocery list and I went to the Giant Eagle because I was just going to make, sauerkraut and ribs because I like it.
I
And it
do
was
too.
gone. The shelves were empty, just gone. And I was like, what the hell?
Yeah,
But now,
I've never made it, but boy, I'll tell you, I can probably name 10 friends that'll have it on New Year's Eve.
yeah, I think I like kraut. I make sauerkraut and it's damn good for you. But
Yeah.
okay, now we can get into how many people actually keep their resolutions. This is kind of fun.
2%.
You're low, but you're
Oh.
close.
uh,
So, okay, then they've got long-running studies in the US and Europe. So, about 40% keep their resolutions past January.
hmm,
So,
yeah,
20% past February. And by the year's end, 8 to 12%. So, you were
that's
close.
that's great. I mean, the thing is I think we set resolutions that are actually just too hard to achieve. I mean, if you start out with, I'm going to lose 50 pounds. Well, okay, then you've already sabotaged yourself right off the bat.
Yeah, maybe
Say, I'm going
just
to lose
lose
10
some
pounds.
weight. Yeah, just
Yeah,
some weight.
yeah,
So, you get a half pound a pound on the scale these days. You made it.
right. Small goals and, just don't beat yourself up. But smaller goals, I think, would be better for my brain.
Yeah, like I said, there's I just like some quick bullets at the end. It's like, I was just wondering, do they even matter? Do they have any positive impact? And it's so if you make it with intention, excuse me, if you set specific resolutions, they're 10 times more likely to change a behavior than those who, quote, don't do resolutions. So I can
Huh,
see that. Like, if we say, even if it's just like cutting back on smoking, not quitting,
right.
or cutting back on alcohol, which may not happen today, uh, but even
I'm
if you
going
didn't get
to
a
one
full goal,
Mountain
yeah.
Dew a day starting New Year's. I am
Oh
doing
man.
one Mountain Dew a day. I'm
We're
down
gonna
from four to
oh,
two,
we're
and
gonna
I'm
do a
going to one.
breakfast episode. Do you have, I mean, a breakfast? And I have a friend who was religious on Mountain Dew for breakfast.
Yeah, me too. every day this week, I have had a Mountain Dew and a zero bar for breakfast.
Oh, wow.
It's such a good
But
combination.
but
But I am going to go
the
down to one Mountain Dew. That is my resolution.
no, it's not. I'm going to tell you because we're almost
Oh,
there.
okay.
I
All
got your
right. You tell me
resolution.
what I can do.
But they do, like they say, I think, like generally speaking, they create what I don't know who gave me this quote was a natural psychological reset. And that
Oh,
feels good. I don't know about you, but I was always happy with, I like birthdays because it's another year around the sun. And I like New Year's because you can see what
mhm,
went down that year, what we got done.
mhm.
And, but then now looking forward how to improve, which is going to be kooky for me because now I'm looking forward to it as not having a job. This
Uh-huh.
retirement thing is kind of kooky. We'll have to talk sometime.
Yeah.
But but I do have some goals. Well, maybe that'll be my resolution. But let's enough about me. Let's talk about your resolution.
Uh-oh.
And I'll be
Tell
honest
me.
with you, I talked for a little while, I typed for a little while with my buddy ChatGPT. He should have a name by now. I guess it's a he. So it's like, some type people call their cars a he or a she or a him. But
Yeah.
okay, for Angie's resolution, say no faster and say yes only to what truly matters.
Lord, have you been
Yeah.
talking to my friends?
Well, it's so here's what it means. Because I asked him to because I broke it down a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Saying no faster means trusting your first instinct and not over explaining. So getting used to saying yes to only what truly matters means being intentional. Your yes carries weight. So it goes to priorities, not obligations.
Very good. That is an
Yeah.
honest thing I need to be doing.
I think so too, because as you'll notice I think you'll get a Christmas gift from Santa tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. It's going to have a pair of socks in it with a message for you. So
Okay.
if I had to
Uh-huh.
guess. Okay,
Oh,
you ready for
yeah,
Mitch's?
I am. What is it? Tell me, Mitch, what is it?
Uh, He said straight up, quit hauling what don't matter. He's trying to talk like a Texan. Quit
Texan.
hauling what don't matter and put my grit where it counts. So I was like, what the hell does that mean? He said straight up, he said, time and grit are limited. Wasting them on things that don't move life forward leaves less for the work, people, and goals that actually count. So
Mhm.
I guess both the things are saying for you and me, saying do fewer things, but do the right ones harder, cleaner, and with purpose.
I like it.
I do, but in my case, some bitch got it right. I
Yeah.
don't like him to know that he got it right.
Well, I think he already knows. He
Yeah,
already knows.
but yeah, I think just generally like a reset. That's really,
Yeah.
that's why I mean I've always liked about New Year's. It's honestly with my when I was like a little kid, I was telling you 6, 7, my family used to play games until
Six, seven.
midnight. Yeah. Oh wow,
All
did I
right.
do that?
Use. I had
Wow.
to. I'm sorry.
And I think
I'm
it's
too old to
actually
be doing it, but
over.
it was fun.
I resolved the next time I see Angie to flick her in the forehead for doing that. Right? Right.
I'll
But
take it.
we used to play games and every game had a prize, like $1. You could win a
Uh-huh.
dollar if you like we would play Trouble, we would play probably Scrabble, the Game of Life. I don't know if I remember that one, but little things like that. And we'd watch TV and then at midnight do something stupid and then you rotten kids go to bed. We're gonna make probably number 7 tonight. My parents. We're
Oh,
so if I was 6 or 7 years old, uh, that means yeah, 2 more were yet to come. So it's
oh
possible.
wow.
Oh, wait, 3 more, 3 more. Holy cow!
Whoa.
I know. My little sister Vicky had been born. My little brother Joe, I don't think was around yet because I could tell like the early kids were like, Kathy and Greg take a 2 year break. Karen and Becky take a 2 year break. Tim, so take. But the other
Yeah.
ones, it was like break, break, break. And then 5 years later came my little sister Nicole. Her middle name is
Oh,
Surprise.
yeah, we are all 2 years apart. So
Did you
except
come
my
from?
household. My
Did
kids
you come
are
from?
2 years apart, and then Haley's 14 years later.
My kids were, yeah, exactly 2 years, almost exactly 2 years. But my oldest was adopted.
Yeah,
And the
they're all
youngest was born
stubborn.
prematurely because he has no patience whatsoever. I said it, and I'm looking around to make sure he's not around.
He'll hear you.
You don't want to piss off
So
a
can we
retired
can we
United.
keep these resolutions, do you think?
I'm gonna try. I like mine. I like the way where it says because I do a lot of too much. And it seems like, I can tell you right now, I'm doing like five things for the podcast. If I narrow it down to two, I'd probably be better at that. And it could be a better product. So I'm going to do things like that. How
Let's
about
do an
you?
accountability check once a month.
Yeah,
You text me what you've give up, and I'll text you what I've said no to.
let's put that on the old table. And it'll probably last as long as a gym membership, but
We can try.
we can. And but I will say going into the new year, I'm so happy and I want to thank everybody for if you're listening to me. And by the way, it's in one of the advertisements, but if anybody doesn't know, Angie and I, mainly Angie, because she led the way, in the number one most downloaded episode of the podcast this year on Spotify called
Woo!
"Mind Your Own Biscuits and Life Will Be Gravy." So look it up. I think it's number 131, if I'm not mistaken. But good for you.
Good for you, both
We
of us.
always we always have fun. We should. Honestly, when I end these every time, it's like I can't wait till the next one.
Yeah. Well, anytime. I'm just a video
Yeah.
conference away.
All right, man. Well, you have a good new year, and to everybody, have a great new year, and we will see you in the new year.
See you next year.
See ya.